They say love is about sacrifice, but what happens when you are the one being sacrificed? We met on Thursday night at the University of Suya in Yaba. It was payday and I decided to treat myself to some peppered suya and a bottle of my favorite wine. Kayode wasn't just handsome, he was confident, a sweet talker, the kind of guy who knew how to make a woman feel like the only person in the world. For a while, I believed I was. He said, babe, they sweet my belly, I know they lie you. And he meant it. That's how it started, with small sweet words that made me feel like a princess. He had a dimple when he smiled, that kind of smile that made you forget all your exes. I was hooked and I wasn't even mad about it. He worked in branding and design, one of those creative types who never stayed bored for long. But he was always with his boys, Demola, Toba and Ife, his brothers from way back. The first time I saw them together, I thought they were just close. You know, the ride or die kind. They joked loudly, called each other blood, and always had each other's backs. I liked that at first. But then Friday night became solo nights for me. Saturday mornings, uncle gone. Sunday afternoons, the worst. If they weren't playing football, they were arguing about it or having drinks. I tried to understand. I told myself, it's good that he has friends, better than being a gum buddy with me. But I played myself. Let me share some of the moments that hurt the most. One Sunday morning, after coming back from early morning service, we decided to cook together. He wrapped his arms around me from behind as I sliced onions, whispering, "Na so I gotta hold you forever." We giggled, shared soft kisses, and danced to Ada by Kiss Daniel. Just as I turned to face him, ready to show him my signature dance move. If his call came in, he was hesitant to pick, but per usual, he gave in. "Guy, match the starts now. Where you dey?" Kayode pulled back. "Baby, I'll be back before you know it. Give me 30 minutes, max." I stared at the onions. They were the only ones who wouldn't leave me mid-moment. Another time was his birthday. I had planned a surprise months before the day. Me had girl, from candles to music, even a handwritten letter and a designer wristwatch I had saved up for. We were in his apartment sitting at the dining table, staring deeply at each other and sipping wine. I was reading the letter aloud to him, butterflies in my stomach, love sweet die. Thinking about it just brought too much pain. He leaned in for a kiss and then came loud knocks at the door. Apparently, his friends have spare keys to his apartment and only knocked out of courtesy. Guy, we know say you day inside. I better come outside the job, make we go chop life. You only live once. Yeah, with me, duh. For a second, I thought he was going to say, "Not tonight, guys. I want to spend some time with my woman." But I was wrong. The next thing I heard, after a deep sigh from him, "Babe, I promise you I will be back soon." That was the night I realized I was going to be the one being apologized to. And the last two, it is well. I cooked for him one weekend, made his favorite seafood okra. I called to inform him and he said he was coming by 6 p.m. At 9:43 p.m, I got a text. "Babe, Toba got a huge promotion. We need to celebrate. I'll definitely stop by tomorrow." Is this a joke or what? I thought to myself. I didn't respond. Suddenly lost my appetite and packed the food into the freezer. It's not like I was new to this kind of behavior, but the same person sure. Worst part, he didn't even call the next day. 2 weeks later was my cousin's wedding in Ikeja. I begged him to come. I wore a peachy gown that hugged my curves. I knew he would like it. He says he liked me when I embraced and showcased my God-given gift. My makeup was on fire. I distracted myself until everyone kept asking, "Where's your boyfriend now? Is he not coming again?" I just smiled like a stupid person. He texted late into the reception with another "my guy's" excuse and pleaded that I understand. No, I don't understand. Instead, I understood betrayal. I understood second place. I understood being stood up. I understood being someone's nice to have and never their priority. That night, I cried like a baby. I wiped off my makeup like I was wiping him off my life. Then I blocked him on WhatsApp. He called with another number. I picked up. "Henny, you just blocked me like that because I chose to hang with my guys." The audacity for me, but I kept my cool. "Kayode, I'm tired of competing with your guys. Are you dating them or me?" He sighed. That tired sigh Lagos men have when they are too lazy to be honest. And wow, Tenny, these are my guys. These people were all I had when I literally had nothing. "I'm not asking you to dump your friends for me. I'm asking you to prioritize me sometimes," I replied. "See, babe, I'm sorry, but I don't think you and I are compatible. These issues are too much. I love you, but I love my guys, so..." I cut the call before he could finish his sentence. I didn't call back and he didn't come looking. Fast forward to 3 months later, I met Alex at a friend's book club in Lekki. He was your everyday person, averagely looking, average height, average everything. I almost didn't notice him, but he noticed me. I love how you wear your hair. It's giving royalty, he said after our first meeting. Alex was the kind of man who sent good morning messages without being asked. He remembers how I like my tea, hot, no sugar, and a lot of milk. We started slow, text, coffee, evening walks on Admiralty Way. He wasn't Kayode, but he was present. He didn't make grand gestures. He made space for me, my thoughts, my silence, my wounds, everything a woman could ask for. One night, after dinner at his place, I caught myself laughing really hard. And I realized what it feels like to be wanted and safe. I liked this feeling and this space. What more could I ask for? Unfortunately, life has a way of screwing me over. I was at a conference in Abuja. My boss was unavailable, so I was asked to replace him. Guess who I spotted across the room? Kayode. My very own Kayode, live and direct. He looked very handsome. Maybe it's just in my head. He looked older too, a good old, if you know what I mean. I froze. I wanted the floor to open up and swallow me because tell me why Kayode is at the same conference as me. True to his confident self, he walked up to me. Tiny, he said. Kayode, I replied. You look different. I smiled and replied. Peace was good on me. We exchanged pleasantries. After the event came the messages. You look gorgeous. I miss you. I've changed. Let's try again. You deserve better and I want to be that man for you. When I asked about his boys, he said they are still around, but they won't come before you again. I swear. I promise you. I love Alex. He's calm. He's warm and predictable. But when I saw Kayode, something came up back inside of me. Memories, laughter, that foolish sweet love. I tried to bury it though. But love has a way of rising like a Ijebu. I wrote in my journal, prayed, fasted, heart longed for Kayode. Alex is the kind of man who picks you up, one that is good for you. Kayode is the kind of man that makes your heart skip, then stumbles, the one you want. To say I am confused is me lying. Do I have the courage to do what I think is right? I am not sure. So now I ask you, if you were in Tani's shoes, would you go back to Kayode, the first love who claims he's changed, or stay with Alex, the stable man who never made you question your worth? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And also remember, I am here to tell your stories anonymously. Just click the link in my bio. Till our next story, be good to yourselves because you deserve it. Bye.